Hey YouTube. I actually changed my lip ring out because it matches my gauges, and my belly ring matches too. It kind of glows. I don't really know what to talk about. I think I was gonna talk about like my relationship stuff. I'm not really like in a relationship at all. Still, but I am kind of forging like relationships with people, kind of. But it's I'm trying to like limit myself to like catch feelings because it's risky. I'm just not ready, really. Yeah, I don't want to like bring my baggage to like a new relationship, so I'm just doing whatever. I'm just having fun with people, and I've been going on a few dates. Kind of, yeah. I went on one date, and then I hang out with my bestie, so that's pretty much the extent of my relationships. I don't really want to go into like too much detail about my love life, like, because I know like some family members might watch this, and you know, I don't know. What was I gonna talk about? Oh, well, here's a little update. So I've been getting some traction on TikTok involving my art career. So, I mean, I literally just posted like me struggling to get my tablet to work, and it got like 700 something views. And I was like, whoa. And then I've been posting like little, me dancing or like vaping. I don't know. I guess I'm like a vape fetish now. Like, that's all I do is like do vape shit and like. Eventually, with the vapes, I'm going to be, I'm gonna buy a box, like a little box mod, hopefully about this size. I don't really want anything too big. I like having small, portable, rechargeable stuff. But I want it to be refillable. And I plan on switching to 1% nicotine, because right now I do 5%, and occasionally salt nic, which I don't know the difference, but I've done salt nic a few times. So I'll be switching to 1% and then eventually 0. And it'll mostly just be for the clouds, because it's like a stim for me, kind of. It's like a coping thing that I do, and I enjoy the way it looks, and I like the feeling of it going in and out of my lungs. So like I think I'll just be doing like 0% eventually, but I need to wean off because I'm definitely addicted. I can't go anywhere without this. I start freaking out as soon as I lose it, and I'm like, where's my vape? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really started using my tablet enough. I'm trying to make it like a routine, but I haven't found time or arranged time to do anything. My dad keeps trying to call me and like get me started on things, but I just have been kind of busy, so I do want to do the project that he wants to do, but I just haven't had time. So yeah, so far I've been posting little slides of physical artwork that I've made, so people can kind of know what I'm capable of. And I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers on TikTok so that I can go live. And then I'm thinking like every day I'll do a live stream of me just using my tablet, and I could have my phone on my tripod like I have now, but facing either my tablet where you can see my hands doing it, or I could do the mode where it's on both screens and then just have the camera facing my computer screen, whichever looks best. I'm sure people won't mind either way. But they might want to watch me like physically do it. Some people like that. I definitely do. I like seeing the hands and the way they do things. Plus the editing process is fascinating, so I'm gonna be doing that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm getting like attention, which is fun. I love attention, so I'm a big old attention whore. There's no point in doing my hair update because it's literally the same as last time I made a video. I just have bangs and it hasn't really grown out much. So that's cute. I don't really regret the bangs. Usually I'll get to a point where I'm like, oh, fuck these bangs. But like, I'm able to like blend it in like I used to do. So it's comfy, you know. I like having a go-to hairstyle that I do all the time. I'm tempted to branch out and do like space buns and stuff. What else? I haven't lost any more weight than I already have yet, but here's a little update. So on the 6th of December, I have an appointment and I'm going to get my A1C checked. I don't think I'm diabetic, but I'm just ruling it out to make sure that I'm not. And if I am, there's, you know, we'll get through that. But if not, I'm going to see if my doctor will get me on metformin. I've heard a lot of great things about metformin. My father is on metformin and he's not diabetic. He's researched like a study that was done with rats, and they had 4 groups of rats, and they had one with diabetes, one without, one with diabetes, one without, and they had the 2, one with, one without on metformin, and then the other 2 not on metformin. And then they've just kind of studied to see how their quality of life. So the ones that had diabetes that weren't on metformin, they had a shorter lifespan. They died quickly because the diabetes killed them. And then the ones without diabetes, not on metformin, they had a normal lifespan. And then the rats that had diabetes on metformin had a longer lifespan. And then the ones that were not diabetic on metformin, they had the longest lifespan of all 4 of them. So I definitely want to be on metformin. I think it also helped with my fertility because I've heard that it does help with that as far as helping your hormones get back to normal. It helps with your insulin resistance, which that comes with PCOS. So that would be a big help. I'm not really ready to do the surgery yet, and I've been having some cramping. My period finally showed up, thank God, because I don't need to be a single mom right now. As much as I would love that, I'm not prepared to raise a kid right now. I wish I was. I'm not there yet. I'm fixing my credit so I can kind of create a home so that I can have kids, whether I'm with someone or not. I'm kind of like keeping an eye out for like my dream guy. I'm kind of in love with my best friend, but I don't know. I don't think I want to date my best friend because then I could lose her, you know. And it would also kind of create a rift in my family life, and things have been so good. So yeah. But I'm looking for like a long-haired, kind of like bass guitarist looking guy, you know, with a beard, and they're dad bods, but like they have tight chest and like big arms and tattoos. And I want like someone that's goofy and kind of an extroverted introvert kind of type, because that's what I am. I'm an extrovert introvert. I'm very extroverted with people that I'm comfortable with, and I have a good group of friends that I kind of stick to, but I like meeting new people occasionally, but I only like one-on-one. I don't like parties, meeting strangers. I don't like that kind of attention. I like more one-on-one personal attention. But I like going out, mostly to like, sorry, that's gross. Mostly to like cafes or like artsy events, maybe like a convention. I've never really been to a convention though, so I can't really say that I like it. But I would like to go to one and see what it's like. I hear that it's stinky. because there's like mostly anime conventions. Because like I'm not saying all anime lovers, 'cause I'm also an anime lover, are like stinky, but like a lot of weebs will go to these conventions and they don't wear deodorant, you know? That's like a stereotype, but it's like something that happens. I'm basically just like rambling about random shit. Yeah, so I'm just looking for a partner that is okay with me interrupting them all the time, because that's just how I talk. And as long as they continue to like jump in and, you know, keep the conversation going, and they're genuinely like interested in what I have to say and they like listening, but I like to listen too, but it's like, you know, I jump in every now and then, but I can keep like a linear conversation going. I just like to add things to the conversation and be like, yeah, I've experienced something like that. Or if something came to mind, it's like nothing to do with anything, I just bring it up and be like, oh, and yeah, by the way, this, and that. And then, you know, but then back to what we were talking about. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I just love talking. Yeah, I'm a big talker. Someone who is like sexually compatible with me. I have a high sex drive, obviously. So, well, I mean that might not be obvious to the YouTubers who were watching me, but yeah, I have a high sex drive. But like, I don't like having sex with like people that I am not with, or like I'm out of my hoe phase, if that makes sense. I like being with people that I'm comfortable with. I don't like being with like strangers or like, you know, I'm not like easy. But I like how this eyebrow is longer than the other one. But yeah, I like shaved my eyebrows because I am transitioning into a more alternative person, and I've always liked the like dots, like the circle looking. So I think I need to reshave it. This is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be like that. But I mean, obviously I look good either way. Yeah, I just want a big nerd with like big hands and like soft belly, and it's more like Markiplier. It's super nerdy and goofy and fun. Ugh, I love Markiplier. He's so hot. And he's so confident. Yeah. I really like this one guy, Josh, that I've talked to about him once, but we're not in a place where we're fully compatible right now. Like, personality wise, he's perfect. Like, everything I could ever want in a dude. He makes me laugh, like, genuinely laugh. We could talk for hours and it's just fun. We're just not fully compatible. I won't really go into more details about that. It's just, that's it. And it sucks. But I just really want to keep my standards high, because I haven't been single in a long time. I've been in a relationship at least for 10 years. Not with the same guy, at least 2 or 3 guys that I've been with. I've only had like 3 serious relationships, and you know, everything's great except, you know, their main vice was like video games. And I like video games, and I'll sit there and watch you play, but if that's all we do, like, it gets really boring. And then I feel like they're slipping away from me, or like they're not interested in my hanging out with me. So, I mean, like, yeah, like a couple hours a day, or like maybe 5 hours a day, like, that's fine. I don't mind that. But if it's like 17 to 24 hours of video, like, and I'm not even exaggerating at all, because like, they'll be at work, then they'll come home, go straight to video games. I'm like, okay, they need time to like decompress. Like, I'll leave them to that. I might make food and like bring it to them, and then it'll be like 9 or 10 in the evening, and then I have to go to work. So basically the whole evening I had no time to spend with them. And then I go to work, I come home, and I go to sleep, and then by the time I get home, they would like go to work. And so I would get like maybe half an hour of one-on-one cuddle time. So like I don't feel like I could live off that. It was just not sustainable. I just need someone that's like willing to make time for me, and I'm willing to make time for them and like let them have their time. Like there's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone or doing your own thing every now and then. But like it was just to the point where it never felt like they wanted to spend time with me. And then when they did, it was like they only wanted to do things they wanted to do, or they would make excuses for not wanting to do things that I'm suggesting. And then it just made me not want to ever suggest anything. So I really just would like someone that is just down. Like they're just down to do whatever I want. Like I'm not like I'll respect whatever you want to do as well, but like if I have a idea that sounds fun to me, like they should be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking go. If I'm like, let's go to Turner Falls and just spend the day over there. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's take a nap in a hammock and listen to the river. You know, and like stuff like that. Or if I want to go to the aquarium or like the Myriad Gardens or go out to eat. You should be down to do that. Like that's just how it should be. You know, like I have a lot to bring to the table. I'm very caring and like sensitive to people's needs. I always make sure I do check-ins where I'm like, how are you feeling? Are you good? Do you need anything? Do you want me to grab you a drink? Are you hungry? Or like, you know, and that's like my mommy issues. Apparently that's a mommy issue thing. But I just like being of service. That's kind of one of my love languages is like being available for whatever services people need. And I try not to stretch myself out too thin. So like, you know, there's limits, but like mostly I'm pretty down to do whatever people need. Like I used to wash my ex's hair and it was just like a little labor of love, and I would just like massage his scalp. He had dandruff pretty bad. So I would do that like at least once a week. And he really enjoyed that. I enjoyed helping him clean his hair and make sure his scalp's healthy. And I used to do that when I was a caregiver. So like it's like a job that I know how to do really well in a way where it's comfortable. Like I don't get it in their ears or anything. And I would like to do that with my next person. Like if they had long hair, that's like a big huge plus for me is if they have long pretty hair. Because I would love to like sit there and play with their hair and like wash their hair, and if they would let me braid their hair and stuff. I would love that. And I can't wait to have kids, because like then I can play with their hair and brush their hair, and I plan to let my kids just grow their hair out, whether they're boys or girls, and then once they reach the age where they want to like express themselves or create an identity, I'm just gonna let them do whatever they want to their hair. Like I will actively dye their hair whatever color they want, cut it the way they want, take them to get it professionally done, whatever. Because my mom never let me express myself with my hair, so I want to be that mom to my kids. Be like, yeah, you want purple hair? Let's go get your hair purple. Let's do it. Because hair's temporary. Like it grows back. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want to your hair. I don't care. You want a mohawk? Let's go. Let's get you a mohawk. I'll do that, and I'll do that with my partner too. I'm not like a professional hair person, but like I do my own hair. Like it's expensive, so I just do it myself. I watch Brand Bono, and then I do my own hair. I dye my own hair, I do everything. And if I wanted to like shave the sides again, I could. Like I would never just go out and do it professionally. I would just do it myself. It wouldn't be as good though. Like if I wanted to shave my sides, I would probably, it would look better if I went out, because I would just do like straight bald. Like I don't know how to do a fade. I can like do trims with razors, because I used to do Enrique's hair, but I can only do like one type of haircut. So it's like you get what you get, you know. But if you want it professionally done, then let's go. someone that's willing to do art with me or like is also into artwork, that would be fun. Like just doing things in the same room together would be great. I'm just making a list of like things I want for a boyfriend. But I'm not looking for a boyfriend, I'm looking for a husband. But I'm also not looking right now. Like I'm still healing and I'm going through that process of my shadow work and unpacking stuff and dealing with things on my own. And I feel like it'll be a few years before I'm ready to move on fully. So, yeah. And I really want to get like really pretty and fit. Like I'm pretty now, but like I'm a big girl. But I'm not like that big, but I'm a big chunky girl. So that attracts some, but I would have more options if I was a little bit more fit. And I am losing weight, but not as much as I would if I was exercising. And then I know I would shed like 20 pounds if I was on metformin and stopped eating sugar entirely, which I know metformin helps with cravings and sugar and stuff. So that would be nice because I struggle with that. I definitely do. I try to keep sugar out of my house, but that doesn't eliminate it from, because if I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, candies, chocolates, cookies, everything. What else? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm just taking care of myself and taking it one step at a time. I really want to start going back to the gym because I'm literally paying for it. Like, I need to be doing that. Maybe I'll try to go tomorrow. At least to, like, walk around. Like, walk on this treadmill for... I hear that if you walk on an incline for, like, 30 minutes, that's, like, really good for losing weight. Which, when I was in the army, the main thing that made me lose weight was marching everywhere and carrying weight. Because we had, like, 8-pound guns and chest plates, backpacks, camel pack. So it was about 80 to 90 pounds, at least for me, because I know it's more for bigger guys because they have heavier chest plates and stuff like that. Yeah, and if I could get a fucking weighted chest plate to walk around in, that would be cool. It's expensive, but if I could do that, that would help a lot, because that carrying all that weight and just walking, that is the fastest way to lose weight. Like 100%. I lost so much weight when I was in the army. Let's see, I was 145 pounds when I joined. I had to burn 5 pounds to even get in because they were like, you're a little bit overweight to get in. For like MEPS won't pass you if you're 145. So I did like a fast and I drank this clear liquid stuff that makes you shit, and you shit water, and I got all the water out of my body and it worked. I lost 5 pounds of just water, and that's why I got in the army. And then when I was in the army, I was in basic for about 2 months, and I lost about 20 pounds, I think. And then I weighed in at 120. That was the smallest I've ever been in my entire life. I've never been 120 pounds. But now I'm 170, about 175, 176, and I'm like 170 on a good day. So that's amazing. So I've lost about 15 pounds, but if I could lose another 20, that would be great. I think all the problems I've been having with chest pain would be gone. And I need to be doing like pelvic floor exercises so that I have less cramping. That'd be nice. One of the things that I struggle with right now is for after my surgery. I don't know if it's like, it's not been like confirmed by a doctor, but it's my assumption because I feel where it hurts, and it feels like when it healed, part of my uterus got kind of stuck to the wall on the inside, because when I have cramps there, it feels like a tugging sensation. So I don't know, but it hurts a lot, and yeah. So I don't know if pelvic floor exercises would really help with that, but it's possible because right now I'm pretty sure my uterus sits at kind of a tilt, so that's why it pushes out a lot, and I look pregnant because it's like a bubble pushing out. So it's supposed to be like up, but it's like that, and so it's like pinching against my cervix and like vaginal canal. So if I sit not straight up, then it like hurts. So I'm always like sitting straight as possible, because it hurts to sit leaning forward too much for long periods of time. So yeah, probably do need to do pelvic floor exercises and maybe Kegel exercises, because if I'm not having as much sex as I was, I don't want to like clamp up. That should hurt. That would hurt. I can't even imagine. I saw this video about a trans woman who had the bottom surgery, and her vaginal canal was like too tight, and it was like clamping shut. Poor woman. Poor girl. I don't like anyone touching my hair. I'm just self-conscious about how thin it looks. That's one of the struggles of endometriosis and PCOS, is you lose hair. So I've got like a bald spot right here. It's not as bad as it was, but this used to be more filled out like that, but now it's like that. It's thinned out. And you can kind of see my baby hairs are coming back. So it's not as bad. I just kind of cover it. This is nonsense. Well, all I can really do is kind of do these little updates. It's kind of good for my mental health to do little updates like this. It feels good to talk, and I just had like a 2-day weekend with my best friend, so that was fun. I love hanging out with her. I feel like it's good to be alone. It's good. I need it. And I'm also probably going to be moving into a different unit. I think it would help with my anxiety, relocating, because I'm always afraid that he's going to show up, or that my ex-girlfriend's husband is stalking me, you know. He's probably not anymore. I don't know. I can't confirm that without talking to her about it. So, which I don't want to do. It's not good for my well-being. But from what I understand, he's mostly stalking him. So that's great. I don't have any air tags in my car though, so that's good. I've checked everywhere to make sure, and it looks good. So, well, I've hit the 30 mark, so I think I'm good to go. Thank you for watching. If you did, have a good day.